let's get that recording started. I'm probably only gonna go for about an hour and a half. Because this shit tends to eat up my throat. But let me get a drink first. I should have done this before I started recording, but whatever, that always happens. Cool. Spilled fucking Powerade all on my freaking pants. Awesome. Alright, let's start. What was the terrible explosion coming from the beach? Is everyone safe? Fear not. The fiend's artless attempt on my life has been thwarted. Sadly, your food supply did not escape unscathed. Master Guguremu bids that the damaged ingredients be replaced with all speed. Good gods! This is no thief. This is a madman! As for replacing the ingredients, I fear that it will prove a difficult task. Those crates contain imported vegetables of considerable rarity, you see. Vegetables that are in particularly short supply these days. What with the mandragoras at large? Even if I were to place the order immediately, it would likely take days to arrive. The mandragoras. I have heard of that fell band. Tell me, what manner of vegetables did they steal? The rarest was an import from the Far East. Do not recall the name, but it very closely resembled the Eorzean dragon pepper, save for its color, which was a deep purple. Methinks you dost worry too much, Master Lewinhart. Of course, our course of action is clear. We need only storm into the den of these overgrown weeds and steal your precious purple dragon peppers right back. I would advise against that, Inspector. These are no ordinary mandragoras, but rather a bloodthirsty band of killers given succulent flesh. Even the brass blades in the Gerbera proved unable to resist them. Aha, a formidable foe indeed! Were only there a brave soul in our midst with a want for taking on fearsome enemies with not a shred of concern for her own well-being. Are you talking about me? Your eyes, friend, they speak to me. They say, yes, I shall vanquish these rogue vegetables and deliver the purloined goods back to their rightful owner. Oh, these. You are truly a godsend, adventurer. One Sudhima what? Of the Yellow Jackets has been charged with defending the roads from the Mandragoras. If anyone would have knowledge of their current whereabouts, it would be him. Without those ingredients, Master Guguremu is like to cook me instead. Please, friend, you're my only hope. A gentleman would never let a lady face danger alone. Let us away to Limsa together. Normally you would run off on your own, but you made me come with you this time. Alright. I'll take it, I guess. Oh, I gotta go all the way to Limsa. Oh, because we need to talk to the... to one of the, what is it? Yeah, the Yellow Jackets or whatever. If you've come for the Mandragoras, I fear you're half a bell too late, as were we all, blast it all. To hear the poor merchant tell it, no sooner had he opened his cargo hold to check on a shipment of vegetables, than did an onion turn on him, screeching bloody murder. fled his own vessel in sheer terror, he did. By the time he came to his senses, it had set sail without him. The merchant left for Alaport, hoping to recoup his losses. If you've a mind to go after the culprits, you might lend an ear to his sad tale. Is the thrill of the chase not invigorating, friend? The ferry dock by Fisherman's Bottom will carry us to Alaport. Let us be swiftly on our way. Alright. To Alaport. Yeah, I'd rather just use the Aetheryte Crystal instead of navigating to a freaking person that would... Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying. Alright. Tiny Trader. Don't sneak up on me like that! I thought you were a feral turnip, a murderous eggplant, or something like that. Think I just do ye? You'd be singing a different tune if a shot of tomato juice almost took out your eye, as it did mine. My eye! By the time I'd regained my wits, they'd already set sail with me ship and me livelihood. I'm ruined! Ruined! If I never see another bleeding onion till the end of me days, it'll be too soon. Okay. Here, most say it's the mandragoras are a nasty lot, right pain in the arse to farmers and provisioners the realm over. Well, let me tell ye, friend, that ain't the least of it. Freeing their fellow fronds from our larders and tables is but the beginning. The bulbous blackers have a far grander scheme. Revolution! Madness, ye say? Take a ferry to the Isles of Umbra and see with your own eyes. A veritable vegetable kingdom where eggplants and turnips rule with an iron fist! This muscle-bound fellow with a dim expression. I could swear I've seen his face somewhere before. Bugger me, if it ain't the undead overlord what fancies himself a gentleman inspector! Which would make you... Aye, could it be? The adventurer what bested a thieving duelist in single combat? Sure. Well, bugger me and call me inspector! Tell me, is it true that duelist traveled with a demon bird whose crows could split the heavens? What? But that's neither here nor there. Look, I don't know about you, but I ain't so keen on the notion of calling a bloody tomato your grace. Oh, okay. That's exactly the fate we're in for if we don't nip this revolution in the bud. And I mean that literally. As we speak, the Mandragoras are planting themselves a whole army of their own kind on the Isle of Umbra. You'd be doing the whole realm a favor if you could go there and uproot them before the harvest comes. Many a case have I solved in my day, but I've not met wits with sentient plant life before. This should prove quite exhilarating. To the Isles of Umbra! Pretty sure I can literally fly there. I don't have to take a stupid thing, but let's make sure that the quest marker's there. I'm pretty sure I can literally just fly all the way there without paying anything. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said of the Wolves Den. If anything, that's kind of the one disappointing thing about the about 14's world is that it doesn't feel all connected. It feels like it's disjointed. Yeah, it feels disjointed. And every area feels like its own, like, separate zone. Which it technically it is, but it just feels like very separate to me. And I don't know. I feel like other MMOs did a little bit of a better job making a cohesive world. And you could argue, like, oh, it's just like, how are they supposed to load the whole world at once? Well, you don't have to. You can still have, like, you can still have load zones. But it just doesn't feel... What the hell is the right word for it? It doesn't feel smooth the way they do it. Especially like when we get to Heavensward, I'll show you exactly like how you get into Ishgard. It's not smooth at all. Like they could have done it a different way, but they just didn't do it. Like they could have like edited, like when you get to a certain point, they could have like changed it around. Because don't tell me they can't do this, because they can. Because they've done it with NPCs before. And other things. In around Reborn itself, too. You okay there, Hildabrand? Friend! My pursuit of the Mandragoras has led me beneath the surface. Yes, they must be down here. Somewhere. What? Oh, it's a fate. Oh, wait. Oh, there's just a fate over here. No, 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 no! Oh, son of a bitch. I forgot I was... Ah! Oh, shit. I'm not doing that much damage. I think there's a certain pattern that you gotta keep in mind to kill them or something. There's a better way to do this. How about some Art of War? I could also have summoned my Chocobo. I can still do that. Help me, Salad! Eggplant. What does this do? I don't understand. I don't understand why they spread out like that. Do that. Honorable. What the hell? Deliver the... Oh, I get this... Alright, I guess I just got that automatically. Oh, I didn't know the fairy actually healed the chocobo. Oh. That's such a kind of nice to know, even though it doesn't help too much. You return! I feared you might end up a nasty snack for a crazy head of cabbage. Oh, Hildabrand's like just here. Even though he was like left in the dirt. The stolen foodstuffs! You've saved my hide today. Oh, but I must see if those purple dragon peppers are intact. Master Guguremu is quite particular about his seasonings. Ooh, can I come too? I've never seen a purple dragon pepper before. That wild vegetable chase was a pleasant diversion, but it's time we return to the case. Now, there must be some clue that yet eludes us. Cora, the peppers have changed color! What's this? Peppers that possess the same powers of disguise as our many-faced foe. A gentleman must needs investigate! A striking shade of blue, quite far from the purple that Master Lowenhart described. Perhaps we recovered the wrong crate? But look here, Inspector! The crate is clearly marked for Coastal del Sol. How curious. Did I say purple? I meant a purplish blue. Or a bluish purple? The two colors are really quite similar when you think about it. These peppers have a most distinctive hue. No man could reasonably mistake it for any shade of purple. Unless, of course, he was wearing a very particular sort of eyewear at the time. Ha! The charade is up! After the man! It is as I suspected all along. The goggles have proved the key to cracking the case. With speed, Nashu! The fiend must be brought to justice! Wait, what color were the goggles again? It's been a while. Because they were talking about the goggles for the bodyguards they hired, but I can't remember exactly, like, specific details like that. You can run, but you cannot... Hildabrand just zooms on by. Ha ha ha! If you thought you could outsprint this Mandeville man, you were sorely mistaken! For pilfering a priceless blade, threatening a maiden's virtue, and untold crimes against the law-abiding citizens of Eorzea, I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby place you under arrest. Done in by a snipper, a fitting end for an ignoble? Is that how you say that? Ignoble thief. Let us see what lies behind the mask. What was that? Where am I? Who are you? Ha! Playing the fool will avail you not! I suggest you come willingly. The gentleman is not given to violence, but should you keep Should you attempt to resist, I disavow responsibility for any shattered skulls and broken bones. Wait, I remember now. I was on my way to meet Miss Arabella when... Miss Arabella! I must find her at once! Ugh, my head. It would seem that this man wears no mask. This is the true Lowenhart. I swear on my life that it is so. I was en route to the State and Wine Port when one of the brass blades on patrol approached me. We exchanged greetings, and in the next instant he turned on me. I fought desperately to defend myself, even managing to drive a kitchen knife into the man's right hand. In the end, though, he proved too strong for me. Now that you mention it, the imposter was wearing gloves. I knew there was something suspicious about him. There is still time before the banquet begins. Knowing our quarry, he has doubtless already assumed a new identity. And yet, he could not have foreseen this turn of events. It is unlikely that he had the time to thoroughly research his new target. Most importantly, we now know that the thief suffered a wound to his right hand. We simply return to Costa del Sol and examine the hands of all present. An excellent plan, Inspector! While you do so, we shall accompany Lowenhart back to the estate, that we might ensure Miss Arabella's safety. What? They followed us. Oh no. Huh? They found you, my little ones. Let me guess. You seethed with anger at those that took from you what was yours. It would appear our goals are in accord. Make for Costa del Sol and await my orders. When the time is right, revenge will be yours. The game is afoot, inspectors. Now, what mask shall I wear to the ball? Huh. Interesting. Things are starting to kick up. Apparently the quest ending is like over here. For whatever reason. I don't remember the specific details. I think it's because we... yeah, I don't remember. Oh, okay. Oh, that explains it, I guess. Miss Arabella, what are you doing out here? You must return to the estate at once! Oh, Lowen, always the worrier. Your concern is touching, but I am a woman grown. Besides, I just wanted to see the flowers. Lovely though these flowers may be, they are as unsightly weeds when measured against your beauty. I am Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Please call me Hildy. The pleasure is mine, my lord. Much have I heard of your deeds. Tell me, are these rumors of a many-faced thief true? I fear they are, Miss Arabella, but still your gentle heart. For as long as Hildebrand is on the case, the fiend shall not lay a twisted finger upon you. This I swear on the Mandeville name. The gods smile on me indeed, to send such a strong and handsome gentleman as my champion. And yet, you seem pensive, my lady. Is something the matter? To tell the truth, this marriage has been arranged against my wishes. I do not love, Vaughn's. I think it's Vaughn's. I have not even met him. He sent me this, clasp as a, betrothal gift. A treasure for my treasure. Wear it always, the message said. I do not care how beautiful it is. It might as well be a golden shackle. Miss Arabella, you must not say such things. An arranged marriage to a youth you have not even met? Unconscionable! Father says that this marriage must happen, that it is for the future of the family trade. Spoken like a true Uldon. But if I may be bold, my lady, would I be correct in assuming that you and your father are not related by blood? Quite so. Father found me amongst the beggars on Pearl Lane when I was just a babe. He took me in and raised me as his own. He took Lewin in as well, though as a servant rather than a son. You may think Father a cold and miserly... What? Okay, a miserly man. But to me, he is the man who gave me more warmth and hope where I had none. I will learn to love Vons, if it will make Father happy. You cannot be serious, Miss Arabella. You're a beautiful young woman with your whole life ahead of you. Sure you have not have to look far to find a gentleman with whom you would rather spend the rest of your days. If I have to spend another hour with you, I'm like to lose my wits. But anyway, we should return to Costa del Sol and see how the inspector's investigation fares. I as well. Must prepare for the banquet. Farewell, friends. Alright. We've not a moment to lose, friend! The time of our final confrontation with the fiend is nigh! Our foe has doubtless assumed a new identity, but have no fear. Upon our return to Costa del Sol, I shall employ the time-tested Mandeville art of parley to cut through the fiend's flimsy facade. 'Tis an art that I would impart to you as well, friend, though there will be time enough for that once our foe is in shackles and Miss Arabella is safe. No doubt it shall prove as invaluable in your adventures as it has in my investigations, or failing that, serve to entertain you when you have nothing better to do. What? But I digress. A gentleman must away. What? A gentleman must away to Costa del Sol. The fair maiden's life hangs in the balance. Nashu, Miss Ellie, with me. I learned a little bit backstory about Arabella. You know, I thought this was... I thought this was going to be like the last thing for the Hildebrand stuff, but I'm pretty sure there's like one more thing, like one more like Hildebrand episode after this. So we still got a good ways to go in terms of the Hildebrand stuff. Inspector Breardian! I have seen the maiden's safety. Miss Arabella will be along soon. How fares your investigation? I have canvassed the grounds, but none of the guests are concealing their hands. How can this be? The thief must be somewhere. Miss Arabella just left her estate, I hear. I suppose we'll find out soon enough if her beauty is truly a match for our own. Oh, there were women. Okay, you know what? Whatever, let's just stick with that. Oh my god, whatever, I don't care. That just makes it even more funny. There's no time without the thief in custody. We cannot risk allowing Miss Arabella to take the stage. But Inspector, the Vaughns and his family will not take kindly to his betrothed's absence. That is nothing of my concern. Besides, doubtless the Inspector here will think of something. Me? What do you propose? You're the expert at creating diversions. Can't you just knock something over, blow something up, or the like? You know, like you always do. Inspector Breardian! I knew the day would come that you recognized my many talents. Worry not about Master Vaughn's. Yes, the sake of the maiden. Let me read that again. Yes, for the sake of the maiden, a gentleman will do what needs be done. The poor sop lacks even the wits to know when he is being insulted. Now, to the task at hand. Let's find a way to conceal Miss Arabella's true identity. Not far from here are the servants' quarters. There should be a change of clothes lying about. Perfect. SYPHUIN. Find some suitably ordinary garb and deliver it to Miss Arabella outside the gates. I shall proceed with the investigation. Alright. Has the Lapis Maiden arrived yet? I simply must look upon her beauty for myself. Servant's garb, you say? I much prefer what you're wearing, but what? What do you mean by that? I much prefer what you're wearing, but we certainly have enough rags to go around. Here you go. Do with them as you will. Was that a compliment, or was that just taking a dig at me? I am going to take it as a compliment. Greetings, friend. Oh, what's this you have for me? Yeah, put these clothes on. No questions. Servant's garb? But why? Miss Arabella, with the thief still at large, the risk of letting you be seen is too great. Change into those clothes and promise you will not leave my sight. But the ceremony! Father will be furious! Lord Vaughn's! We're dealing with a man who tried to blast me to the heavens, and almost succeeded. We cannot exercise enough caution. As for the ceremony, I have entrusted the matters to a certain gentleman. You only concern yourself with your own safety. You should do as the inspector says, Miss Arabella. Your life is more important than this marriage, or whatever profits your father stands to gain from it. Oh, and if father heard you say such things... I should have said them long ago. But not doing so, I have put your life in danger. But besides, we have not one, but 2 skilled inspectors on the case. It will not be long until the fiend is brought to justice. Very well, I shall retreat to the carriage. Pray, wait for me here. My apologies for the delay. What should I do with my bouquet dress, Inspector? SYPHUIN, bring Miss Arabella's dress to the bumbling inspector. I dare not speculate as to how he intends to see his task, but I would imagine he requires all the help he can get. Now, let us return before the festivities begin. Alright. Huh, you return! Me? I was in the act of formulating a master plan to distract Master Vons at the ceremony. Is there aught I might do for you? Yeah, we have this breathtaking dress, apparently. That's what it's called. Why, this is Miss Arabella's dress? I must admit to some confusion as to what to do with it. But worry not. I shall take it into safekeeping. And with that, I must attend to Master Vons before the ceremony begins. Worry not, friend. I show you that Inspector Breardian and I have the situation entirely under control. Why not find yourself a seat and enjoy the festivities? Wait, where's... Oh, I'm supposed to... I guess I'm supposed to go here. Wait. Can I do this proper? Can I, like, sit down, then wait? Damn it! Game! You ruined it for me! You ruined my RP! Yes, I am standing in the cutscene. Curses! How am I supposed to find my man with all these people milling about? Friends, family, business associates, it is an honor and a pleasure to welcome one and all to Coastal del Sol for today's feast, co-hosted by Brugair Consortium and the East Aldenard Trading Company. We trust that you have been enjoying fine foods, fine spirits, and profitable conversation. The Lapis Maiden! If even half the tales of her beauty are true, Vons is the luckiest bastard in the realm. Nolto, Sinana, honored guests. It's quite a pleasure to announce the betrothal of my son, Vons, future chair of the Brugair Consortium, to Arabella, daughter of Master Gurguramu of the East Aldenard Trading Company. The couple would exchange their eternal vows here today, that the happiness that is theirs may usher in a new era of prosperity for one and all. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present my son's lovely bride, the Lapis Maiden, whose beauty minstrels will sing for ages to come. Damn you, Hildebrand Mandeville, you had one job! She's... Oh my god. She's beautiful! The rabble expecting otherwise. She is my bride, after all. Lady, they say your beauty transcends even the boundaries of time. When we are wed, you will want for nothing. Pray, give your hand unto me. Oh, my sun and stars! Yes, 1,000 times yes, I am yours and shall be forevermore. Oh, what have you done with my bride, you cross-dressing deviant? Not quite what I had intended. I suppose it serves our purposes. Fear not, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Arabella is safe and sound. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have but assumed the maiden's appearance to ensnare the vile fiend who would take aim at her life. The fiend who now lies defenseless before me. The game is up, Fonz. Or shall I call you by another name? The thief of many faces. Me, the thief? Are you mad? It appears that my masterful deductions have proved beyond the grasp of your mind. Very well, allow me to elucidate. While there is not a soul in the realm who has not heard the tales of Miss Arabella's beauty, there are but 2 men here in Coastal del Sol who had gazed upon her lovely visage before today, her father, Guguremu, and her steward, Lewinhart. As you yourself admitted on multiple occasions, Master Vons, you were to have your first glimpse of your bride to be today. Considered in this light, would you not say your reaction upon seeing my face was most unnatural? Unnatural? Who else could see through my ingenious disguise? Who could know at a glance that I was not the fair maiden? None save you, ye of 1,000 faces! Anyone else with half their wits about them? How dare you make a mockery of my wedding day? Gods, arrest that pervert at once! Lock him up in a gale and throw away the key! I don't know what that word is. I don't know how to say it either. I'm just saying the vowels. This is running in the background. Arabella? Oh, thank the gods, you're safe. Come with me, quickly. There's a dangerous madman about. Glove on his right hand. Could it be? The man is a fool, but it would have behooved you to listen to him. Alas, you did not. What is yours is now mine. That's the thief! Stop wasting your time with that imbecile and arrest him! Damn, Hildebrand had it right from the get-go. You came all this way for me. You love me. You really, really love me. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's fucking hilarious. The attention is most flattering, but I have not taken what I came for. Now I must away. My lords, my ladies, till we meet again. I hear that the real Vaughn's was found bound and gagged in a storage room. Truly, Miss Arabella, I am sorry. For what, my lady? The banquet was more exciting than I could have hoped for. Vaughn's and his father were furious, of course, and our marriage has been called off. But perhaps it is for the best. I would find my own way to make father happy by living my life as I would live it. It is you, Inspector Hildebrand, who taught me this lesson. For the love of God, somebody find him a change of clothes. But one thing still puzzles me. The thief's challenge said he would steal the Lapis Maiden's virtue, yet in the end took only her neck piece. Now that you mention it, Master Guguremu told me about the class when it first arrived, engraved with the mark of the Sun Goddess. It is one of the most treasured pieces from the Brugger collection, known by many as Zema's Virtue. Maiden's Virtue indeed. When the next challenge comes, we must take extra care to read between the lines. They're looking for the card. It just sent a freaking onion straight in the head. Over here, Inspector! It says, made you look. Ah! The fiend plays us for fools. Give me that at once. This is the reaction. When next we meet, I shall come to claim the victor's spoils. Another riddle. If nothing else, it appears the thief has abandoned any foolish notions of my assassination. Still, we must ever be on guard. The fiend attempted murder once. He may very well do so again. Verily, Inspector, I must agree. One can never be too weary when dealing with a murderer. Hear me, man of 1,000 faces. You sealed your fate when you called me out by name. Mark my words. When next we meet, you will be mine. Yes, it was the Phantom Thief who was to blame for that bomb. Truly, verily, undoubtedly the phantom thief, most certainly. Yes, most definitely the Phantom Thief. Parlay minigame is now available. Oh. Next time on Hildebrand! To the victor goes a priceless treasure! While the smile of a champion holds secrets untold. Are 8 legs better than 2? Can a Mandeville man truly triumph over terror and win the day? I think this is the last one. Is the green chicken again. The key to the next case is also the key to the storeroom. Be sure not to lose it. Wait, it's a real key and a figurative one? At the same time? Is that even possible? I guess we'll find out next time. Toy chest! It's just mini games and that you can play in the in room. Ooh, more money. SYPHUIN, I was wondering when you'd show up. I've got the latest scoop on the victor's spoils that our many-faced friend has set his sights on. Have you visited the Coliseum of late? There's a tourney in the works, and it's looking to be a big one. The Mithril Cup, sponsored by none other than Malgina and Sons Mineral Concern. They say that that Master Feargeist, I think it's Feargeist, will be furnishing the prizes himself from his personal collection. Small wonder it's captured the attention of Mr. Stinky Fingers. You are familiar with the concern, yes? It's only the largest mining interest in the Sultanate, after all. The chairman, Master Feargeist, sits at the on the syndicate and possesses such wealth that rumor has it he could buy half the realm if he chose to. He's also renowned for being something of a martial arts enthusiast, with his position affording him little opportunity to test his own skills. He settles for living vicariously through the exploits of others, hence his sponsorship of tournaments like the Mithril Cup. My colleague, Ganelon, is in Ulda covering the tourney as we speak. If we were to track him down, I bet he'd be able to give us something to get our investigation started. 8 armed and dangerous. Alright, to Ulda! I thought the next one was going to be in Gridania. We already did something in Ulda. This time we're in Limsa. No Gridania? What? To be real though, there isn't really anything valuable in Gridania. It's just trees. They don't have material value. At least Gridania's culture doesn't really have material value. Yeah, so Ulda is definitely the biggest culprit for having expensive things. Limsa would be too because of treasure. Pirates used to... Yeah. That's all I need to say. Yes, I'm a busy man. If you're looking for small talk, I suggest you look elsewhere. No need to be rude, Ganelon. She's a friend of mine. Now, what say you share your latest findings with us? I promise I'll make it worth your while. Ellie? It isn't the Mithril Eyes Star Reporter. Come to have a laugh at Ganelon's expense before returning to pen your latest front page feature, eh? Oh, very well. Just promise you'll put in a good word for me with the higher-ups, okay? Now, let me tell you this. There's strange things afoot at the Colosseum. Burger all, it's a travesty, I tell you! Okay. Hutch, Hugh and Hamo. Whatever is the matter? And pray tell, is, Hutchin? The four of you will, compete for the cup together, yes? I fear that an unfortunate mishap has left Hutchin in no condition to fight. We were just on our way to convey the dire news to Dower Meadow. Dower Meadow? Dower Meadow? I think it's Dower. Mishap my arse! This was sabotage! Some bloody coward out there will stop at nothing to eliminate his competition! I swear it on my subligar! Lower your voice, Hotch. Hotch, my head stings enough without your bloody shouting. Hutchin, should you not be resting your wounds? But forgive your incompetent, unworthy comrade, or had been quicker with my mantra, we would still be 4 men strong. Do not berate yourself, Hamo. In victory and in defeat, the Montravilles fight as one. You bear no responsibility for my wounds than I. Any road, I dare say I'll not be getting back into fighting Fettle by arson about in bed and ready to chant some mantras. How about the lot of you? Hutchin, for you I am always ready. Now that's what I like to hear, 1,000 mantras, and I want each one to ring out over the Sgoli. I think mantra's just chanting, isn't it? The Montravilles? As Hutchin tells it, they took their name from a training partner they met at the Fist of Roger. A man they most admired for his devotion and chiseled physique. Consider me not the least bit interested. This talk of attacks on the competitors, however, of this I would hear more. Ah, yes. I mentioned that strange things were afoot, yes. Well, with mere days left before the Mithril Cup, a staggering number of would-be combatants have withdrawn, citing a host of curious ailments and injuries. The list of entrants shrinking by the day, the organizers have been forced to abandon the elimination format in favor of a mass melee between what few battlers remain. The Phantom Thief's challenge. Gladiators dropping like flies. No, this is no mere coincidence. I would speak to the individual in charge of the event. Where might I find him? Though the concern sponsors the tourney, the day-to-day organizational duties are being handled by a fellow by the name of Dower Meadow. He should be in his office within the Colosseum's halls. I'll send word to the gateman, Bea. He owes the Mithril Eye a favor or two. Splendid! Come, SYPHUIN, we've got a case to crack! Going in the Colosseum, right? Just making sure. Pretty sure I am. Alright, yeah, it's right there. There's Bea. From the Mithril Eye, you say? And by all means, you are free to enter. I'm Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye. Never blinking, all see. You know the deal, yes? You must be Dower Meadow. I was hoping I could ask you a few questions about the upcoming tourney. Garhar! Oh god. Who am I to argue with free publicity? And from a charming little thing like yourself. Ask away, me girl. That said, between the challenge from that so-called Phantom Thief and now these bizarre attacks targeting the fighters, our attorney's already the talk of the town. Not that you'll see me complaining, provided someone's still left to fight, that is. You're free to investigate as you wish, but you'd be smart to exercise some caution. Needless to say, recent events have everyone here a bit on edge. Why, just moments ago, one fighter almost took off another's head for insulting the color of his sibling. Looks like we've got ourselves another, These two aren't in the entry books. And our challenger unleashes a vicious right hook as the gentleman inspector was channeling his strength for his next attack. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner! Inspector Breardian, as efficient as ever, I see. A true gentleman eschews violence, Inspector. You were thinking, it annoyed me. You were thinking, it annoyed me. Or something like that. Dower Meadow, I presume. Tell me everything you can about the prizes for this tourney. Try to be brief. I was wondering when you might ask. Master Feargeist has spared no expense in making the Mithril Cup the most lucrative tourney this Coliseum's ever seen. The victor will receive a true treasure from his collection, the Warden's Grace, a ring fitted with the largest sun sphere you'll find outside Karn. The second and third place prizes are nothing to sneeze at neither, but I don't care how many faces he's got. You've nothing to fear from this thief. The concern has hired an elite regiment of stone torches to watch over the vault day and night. Yes, just as the brass blades were so successful in stopping the thief last time. If you want your treasures safe, go fetch them and bring them to me. Be quick about it. I haven't all day. Fear I can't do that, Inspector. After all, what proof do I have that you ate Mr. Many Faces in another of his elaborate get-ups? No, if you want to get your hands on the spoils, you have to claim them as any other would in battle. As a matter of fact, well, with the ranks thinned as they are, we're actively recruiting new competitors. The more the merrier, and the more lucrative at that. Now, where did our receptionist get off to? Over here, ye slimy bugger. You've got some fresh blood for the melee. Give me a moment, will ya? I've only got 8 arms. Or were they legs? You called? I was just about to give the lovely Miss Avila the grand tour. Inspector Hildebrand, look! He's purple! This dude has ever not shoot. This color, this This color, this overabundance of appendages. I smell a case. Oh, that's just my receptionist, Ultros. Ultros. Don't be startled now. He's an ugly little bugger, but he's friendly enough. Word has it he was one of many bizarre creatures born from a recent experiment with ancient incantations at the Thaumaturgist Guild. What? What? They were going to steal him away in a hole in the desert with the others. When he opened his slobbering mouth and started pleading for his life. I just want to live in peace. I'll do anything. Anything. So the man hired him to perform odd jobs about the Colosseum. Never am I glad they did. I tell ye, this job ain't glamorous, but it sure has its perks. Oh god. What a delicious morsel. I want to get my tentacles around her. I know not who you are, where you hail from, and I do not care. If you dare challenge me, my Tempest Blade will show you no mercy. You can forget about your case, Inspector. There is only one who will claim the victor's spoils, and that is me. Ooh, I just love it when she talks tough. Now, who's the chump who wants to get pummeling by my lovely little Avi? What? So a gentleman takes far more pride in rescuing fair damsels than fighting them. I fear we have little recourse. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall do what must be done. I just read that wrong. It shall be done. I don't know. SYPHUIN Winderdale will be entering the tournament on my behalf. SYPHUIN Winderdale? You do look like a Winderdale. Won't bugger me with a spear. To think I'd see the day when a warrior light stood in my Colosseum. That clink, clink, clinkin'? That's the sound of gil pouring in our coffers. When the public finds out that a true Eorzean hero will be stepping into the ring to fight for the Mithril Cup. Mithril Cup. Oh, oh, and I reckon your friend can tag along too. Show him where to sign, Aldi. With SYPHUIN, I suppose we have as good a chance as any. Now we just need to make sure that that she doesn't come down with some curious injury. That gladiatrix, Avila, was it? Seems quite certain that of her chances at victory. Suspiciously certain, I would say. Haha! I'm already 10 steps ahead of you, Inspector. Now, those fellows seem most knowledgeable about Miss Avila. Come, Nashu, the investigation is afoot! As much as it sounds like an amazingly productive line of investigation, might I suggest that our first priority is to keep SYPHUIN here safe? Let us return to Ganelon and see what else he can tell us of these mysterious attacks on the combatants. Very well. I shall leave that task to you. I have a lead of my own to investigate. Should you uncover any new information, I trust you will share it with me at first opportunity. So you just made me the biggest target, even though I guess I am pretty much a celebrity around here. You know, I saved everybody's from the Empire. Oh, I'm trying to run up the stairs. You can't go up those stairs, stupid. You again? I've already told you. What? Enter the tourney, you say? You have your bleeding mind? Look, I've got a suspicion or two, which I'm happy to share with you. But in the end, you have to protect yourself, you hear? Well, I've been asking around, and it seems that more than a few of the fighters who pulled out of the tourney were scheduled to fight a warrior by the name of Avila. Now, I can't make any promises. My instincts tell me that this girl is bad news. But don't take it from me when you can hear it from someone else, someone who crossed blades with her just 2 days ago. A fellow by the name of Raging Rat had the misfortune of being matched up with Avila in the preliminary round, and earned himself a right bruising from it all. Last I heard, he was resting up back at the Pugilist Guild. Why don't you pay him a visit? All right. Come to have a good laugh at old Raging Rat's expense, Avi. Well, you're not the first. I say is there not a man in this entire realm with an ounce of sympathy? Greetings, good sir. How fortunate you are today that your guest is Hildabrand Mandeville, gentleman and inspector. Now, if you would please enlighten me to how exactly it was that you were beaten to a bloody pulp by Miss Avila. Gentlemen, my arse! Have ye not a wit of delicacy? Never ye mind. Look, the records may say I lost, but I'll admit to nothing of the sort. I'll shout it at the top of my lungs if no one else will. The girl doesn't fight fair. Tempest blade? Some kind of foul sorcery, if you ask me. Mark my words, that girl is up to no good. If she weren't so damned easy on the eyes, she'd be rotten and I'd really say... Oh my god, I mean, is that supposed to be jail, but with a G? And not, like, spelled correctly? I think it is. I just realized that now. Oh my god. Rotting in jail as we speak. The girl's all a Megan, or haven't you heard? You know how it is with those refugees. Why fight with honor when you've got nothing to lose? Listen, why not disparage an entire people in a pathetic attempt to salvage your sorry pride? This one's a real piece of work, SYPHUIN. Let's be on our way. I don't mean no offense, miss. Just telling it like it is, as it were. Perhaps it truly is some manner of sorcery, as the fellow says. Or perhaps she works with an accomplice? She didn't strike me as the magic-wielding type. If I were a betting woman, I'd put my gill on the ladder. Ah, Miss Ellie! The thrill of the chase has struck a chord with you. With a chord with you as well. Yes, I can see it. I see it in the wrinkles beneath your eyes. What? We might very well make an inspectress out of you yet. Give you a good wrinkle, you insensitive boar. Ahem. What the man says is true. It's likely that her fellow Alamegans might sympathize with her plight. The accomplice would hardly be out of the question. Yes, I can see it now. Two fortunate souls shunned by those around them, united by destiny in a common desire for justice. Ample appendages whirling wildly, sending gusts of wind flying every which way. Villa and Ulti, a match made in the heavens. Were it any more obvious, I could have solved this case without leaving my home. Incredible incredible! Your powers of deduction never fail to amaze, Inspector! What is it with you two and that infernal octopus? Mr. Ultros should still be at the Coliseum. Let's hurry before he slithers back off to whencesoever he came! Alright. Oh wait, I gotta go back over here. I'm not actually in the map. Oops. Crap. Ah! Oh, it's really taking a toll on my throat, but it's improving my mood, for the most part, doing this stuff again. Shh! Friend! Friend, look over yonder! Behold those exquisite legs! Those stylish tentacles! The other, unearthly undulations of his squirmy, squishy body! Yes, our friend Alti is a most fascinating creature indeed. Behold how he carefully eyes the gladiatrix before him. What manner of mischief is he plotting? He speaks! Yes, this is most suspicious indeed. Oh, what is this? The girl has fled in a panic! Our friend Alti appears to be discouraged. Look at the way his shoulders sag. Or how they would sag if he had shoulders. What? Our quarry's on the move! Quickly, Nashu! We must pursue! Why are we following Ultros? I guess because we think that Ultros is the accomplice. Okay, it's this way, right? He gets to go over here. Probably could have went another way that was faster, but whatever. I'm already out here. I swear, Ulda is like one of the most annoying cities to navigate. I ran past the quarry. Did I ruin our what the hell do you call it? Mr. Alti seems to have found himself another gladiatrix. What might he be plotting this time? Look at those succulent legs. I reckon they'd taste just wonderful in a good marinara sauce. Marinara sauce. Ha! He speaks! Yet another girl rushes off. Whatever did he say to her? He looks so sad. Shall we douse him in lemon butter and put him out of his misery, Inspector? Whatever is he doing with these girls anyway? Call me crazy, but I think he likes them? Here's the thing about Ultros. in Final Fantasy lore, if you guys don't know, Ultros is a pervert. Just saying. Poor misunderstood Ulti! Here we suspected him of criminal activity, when in truth he was just a gentle soul, luckless in love. Oh, Ulti, can you find it in your squishy, slimy heart to forgive us? Yes, yes. Now perhaps we should return to our investigation. If a villa is as suspicious as they say, perhaps we should follow her around for a bit. Dower Meadow, back at the Colosseum, should be able to enlighten us as to her whereabouts. An excellent idea, Miss Ellie. But I have a better one. Let us return to the Colosseum and speak with Dower Meadow. From him we shall ascertain Miss Avila's whereabouts, upon which we shall follow her about to see if she is indeed as suspicious as they say. Come, Nushu, the investigation calls! Don't think Uncle Alti didn't see you following me. What's the big idea, eh? I'm nothing more than a stupid octopus. Or am I? Come on now, I just want what any octopus wants. A cute girl, untold riches, and the admiration of millions. It's Uncle Alti dream. All kids hate to ink and run. Then again, I am an octopus! Alright. Back to the Colosseum we go! Yes, what is it this time? I'm a busy man. Looking for a villa, you say? She said something about sharing a flagon with her countrymen over at the Coffer and Coffin. That's a name. I reckon you might still find her there. I'll warn ye, though. If you're smart, you'll keep your distance from that one. That poor bugger Ganelon tried to interview her for an article. Thought the girl was going to rip his head clean off. How can I put this? She doesn't seem to take kindly to being asked questions of a personal nature, if you catch my drift. That said, if you're looking for a good sparring match to warm you up for the tourney, that might be just a ticket. Gahar! I can assure you that there will be no need for a gratuitous fisticuffs, my good sir. With my remarkable power of espionage, we will ascertain all the information we need without the fiery lass even being alerted to our presence. Let us be off! Yep, that sure worked last time, didn't it? Oh, I love the... Wait. Damn it. Freaking allergies, man. Wait, all the way out here? Damn. Not really close to the city, are you? Behold, the lovely Miss Avila, just as predicted. Let us keep watch from here, so as to not set off the girl's famed temper. How many times must I tell you? There is no cause for concern. The spoils shall be mine. It may as well be writ in stone. Do you realize what this means? We have suffered, and suffered long, but my victory shall mark a new era. Just as Raubon Alden won a new life for himself in the Colosseum, I shall win a new life for our people. The prize that I shall claim bolster the wealth of our people 10,000-fold. In a land where wealth is power, will be kicked to the gutter by the Uldans no longer. With that, I must be off to the Nanawal mines to meet my sister. Miss Avila's self-assurance is ever a sight to behold. I deduced that my own chances of felling her... Oops. No. Felling her on the field of battle are infinitesimal. I could have told you that before you signed up. Come now, we have a suspect to pursue. Great! Trying to steal a villa from Uncle Alti's tentacles, are you? I'm afraid that isn't going to happen. Yes, Uncle Alti's homemade explosive will see that this is the end of the road for you. Does that make me a bad octopus? Oh, the distinctive smell of fire sand! Another one of your handcrafted explosives, I take it, Nashu? Heavens no, Inspector! This is far too elaborate to be one of mine. You'd think whoever crafted this would be willing to give me a lesson? They're onto me! Onto me? Preposterous! Could it be the musclehead isn't as stupid as he looks? I see. In any event, I shudder to think of what might happen if an unsuspecting passerby chanced upon such a hazardous object. Allow me. Eve? Oh! You gotta be kidding me! Long story short, he got hit with the bomb that he planted. That's a constant joke, by the way, for Ultros, is he plans like these schemes and it always ends up failing. Or like backfiring in some way. At least it was like that in 6, because I don't know, was he introduced in 6 or 5? Definitely had more of a personality in 6. I don't know if he was in 5, because I haven't played through 5. That maiden Milingar must be the sister of whom Miss Avila spoke. Let us listen a bit closer. I thought we agreed. No hard labor until your leg is healed. I swear, sometimes I think you were born solely to give your poor sister headaches. Says the guy who once fought off 10 Imperials with one good arm. Perhaps someday you'll understand that your little sister can take care of herself just as well as you. Speaking of which, what news of the turning? Worry not, Hegolina. Hegolina? That's her name, I think. I've taken all the necessary precautions. The Warden's grace is as good as ours. The most modest estimates value its worth at some 30 million gil. Do you realize what this means? Necklaces from Thames, sun-soaked dresses, all the luxuries you've ever wanted will be yours. The poor little girls in shabby clothes, objects of pity and scorn for the Uldan upper crust. Those days are over. After I claim victory, we'll take our rightful place at the top of society. I don't know, Avi. Wealth is all well and good, but unless you stand tall in the Colosseum, hundreds and thousands cheering your name, I am proud. No matter how humble our birth, if we stand strong and stand together, this alone is all the wealth I ask for. That is your problem, Hegelina. You've always been too quick to settle for less than you're worth. But worry not, for your sister is watching over you. I will do this for us. Now I must return. Gods forbid one of those prying reporters overhears us. Yes, my Avi, I'm fazed by a duel to the death, yet terrified to be caught in a moment of tenderness. May the gods smile on you, sister, and be safe. A more moving display of sisterly love I have not seen, yet I fear it has afforded us little in the way of prospective clues. It would seem Avila's obsession with victory runs even deeper than we imagined. That said, I can't help but feel a bond with the girl. My sister and I were alone in the world too, you see. Inspector, did you hear what I heard? Look, kids, Uncle Alti has had it up to here with you. You think you could just fall in this pit and die like a good little girl? I'm talking to you, Mrs. Warrior of Light. Hear that sound? Just one step closer. Closer. Not you, you idiot! Need not concern. No need for concern, friends. I have simply taken the liberty of investigating this hole in the ground, and I'm pleased to report that there seems to be nothing out of the ordinary. Our hero. Now, shall we return to Ulda? The Mithril Cup will be starting before long, and the last thing we want after all, is to lose our bout by forfeit. Could it be? Did that musclehead dive straight into my trap to save his companions? The others seem completely unsurprised at this turn of events. Doubtless he has performed such selfless acts before. A true gentleman if I ever saw one. If you think that means I'm gonna show mercy on you, you've got another thing coming. Think? Another think coming? What? Whatever. Time to break out the big guns, kids. Wait a minute. I dug 2 pits, didn't I? Come to think of it, the second one was right around... Give me a break! He just stepped on his own trap. Oh, it's literally right down here. All right. Whew. It's getting hot down here. Just doesn't help I'm wearing the bean. But I'd rather not have my head freaking glare the damn light. Be honest about that. Yes, is something the matter? We're on something of a tight schedule here, Inspector. Sit back, Miss Ellie. My well-honed inspector senses are tingling. I feel a most fearsome adversary looking about. Just got a lump. He got 2 lumps on his head. This time you're really up the creek without a paddle, kids. Say hello to a little friend of mine from the Colosseum. He's large, he's in charge, and most of all, he's hungry. Where in the world is he? I haven't got all night. What the heck? My chimera! Who's this half-naked fool? Father, could it be that the aura of unmitigated murderous rage that I felt was not our quarry, but you? Hildy, I was merely taking a stroll in search of inspiration and materials for my newest masterpiece in the making. What brings you and your friends to these parts today? Just a bit of sleuth work, Father dear. And with that, we must return to Hilda. If you have not heard, your son is set to compete for the Mithril Cup. Oh-ho! Moonlighting as a gladiator, are we? A fitting second career for a Mandeville man, if I do say so myself. Oops, I pushed the button. It don't matter, you won't see it anyways. That muscle-bound old man is the inspector's father? Remind me never to go to one of their family reunions. Gah, just who is this inspector anyway? Hildy is a worthy rival, if ever there were one. Who goes there? Hildy, SYPHUIN. I've been waiting for this day. Oh, look who we have here. You're quite the intimidating gent yourself. A friend of the inspector, mayhap? I am Gilgamesh, wandering duelist. I am not so much the inspector's friend as his enemy. Oh, that makes two of us! Perk up, Gulliver, because this just might be our lucky day. Is there no one in this accursed realm who can remember my... Call me what you will, friend, but heed my words. SYPHUIN is a formidable foe. That sounded like high praise coming from a big fella like yourself. To have such a powerhouse as his sidekick, that inspector must be something else indeed. I know not what brings you to do battle with those two, but I warn you. You will end up as seafood soup if you face them alone. With that, I must be off. For reasons that I do not entirely understand. I'm considered something of a fugitive in these parts. SYPHUIN, I will not fall so easily this time. Well, it looks like I've got my legs full. All 8 of them. Or if that adventurer is too strong to take on alone, I'll just have to bring along a friend. Wahahaha! Supplely twisting ring calling to mind the undulations of a creature of the sea. Yes. This inspiration has struck! Uh-oh. Us nobody here but us octopodes! Look forward to your next life as a masterpiece, fiend! Oh, Muscleheads! I hate them! You said the line! That's a line from 6, by the way. From the first translation of 6. I'm gonna call the references out when I see them, because I played a fair amount of Final Fantasy games, so be prepared for that. Anyways, I think it's time I called it a wrap. It's getting late. It's like 3 in the morning for me. And I think we got a good bit of content done. I think the next stream we will finish this and proceed to finish around Reborn patches. So anyways, you guys have a nice margarita, anime watching, game playing rest of your night. See you guys. Or morning. Or morning, I guess. See you guys. Until then!